Hello everybody, welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith 892, our puzzle solve count. I can't remember last time if we just finished an area or if we had two left. I was thinking about doing some rose windows, so I guess we finished something over here. It was the non-boxy, maybe? Either way, let's do some rose windows, shall we? We've got how many? 7 to do, including this 6 up here, and there's a 5, I think, there. Yeah. 6, 7. Gosh, okay, so it's some big ones. Let's do this 4. So how many different colors have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. Let's get some lines in where we know the lines are going to go. Gosh, is that it? Okay, I'm seeing kind of some patterns of reds and yellows in stripes up there. There's obviously this flower of purples here. There's a similar diagonal pattern back here. Just begs the question of, what do we do to get started? Like, I guess, here's the thing. Everything is going to be, it's precision 5 because of the way the colors are set out. So if we do anything, we have to find the 5th color or we have to find all 5 within 5 tiles of distance. So it begs the question, like, this guy, Goose interruptions, this guy has to get to a blue within 5 tiles, so it must take either this blue or this blue. Now, either of these can be hypothetically valid. So I want to kind of find things that are islands from other colors, like this red. This red can either get to that purple, not this purple, not this or this. So this red is going to this purple, and that's a fact. And it also can't do it this way because that can't go that way. So I believe that is our first region, which is nice. This red has to get to a purple. It can only get to that one. It can't get to this one or this one. That's a region. This yellow has to get to a purple. It can't be that one because it leaves this big bunch of greens all stuck in together. It could be this one. It could be this one. So that doesn't seem all too helpful. It could also hypothetically go like that as well. Excuse you. So what else do we know? I think this might have to be a group, because if this goes out this way, well, it can't go that way. It can't go that way because that leaves this running through 2 yellows to get out. So it can't go there, and it can't go there. So it can't go there. So it's either this or this, I think. That leaves those having to go down together. That has to go down to get out, which leaves that going to there. That's going to there, that's going to there. That has to get out, that has to get out. That has to get out, put a box around it. Put a box around it. Put a box around it. Very nice. A good 4. Figuring out what was most isolated there really helped. There's a regular old 4 over here. Oh gosh, this feels frighteningly familiar. So we have to get exactly 4 regions, and none of them can share a back-to-back wall, is the thing. So we've got this, this, this. I don't know why I'm doing this to like make my brain think, well, that doesn't matter because it's never going to be those and this. So those are all the regions that have to be independent. If this touches that, it leaves that as an island, which can't be. Let's think about who can do this one, because it can't be you and it can't be you. Right? Because they share walls. So it's either something like this, where you're then left alone. And then it's just that one tile that's broken. So then let's also think about there's 4 tiles here and 4 regions total. But hypothetically this could provide this region, but it can't do so in a way that doesn't again leave a random empty space. So that leads me to think that these 3 regions are going to have to be matched to these 3 flowers. How? Uncertain. But it does imply that all of them have to get out, whereas if we did this, at least one of them can't get out. There's going to be some small, relatively simple looking move that's going to break this whole thing wide open. What is it? Is there ever a world where this is from this? Seems doubtful. I just don't see how we get these 2 to be different colors without breaking our ability to get to all the crucial tiles we need to get to. Because that can't be A or C. That also can't be there. There's something I'm missing about all of this, and I don't know what it is. Let's do things that we know to be definitely true. How about some of that? So we know this must go to there. We know this must go to there. That's what I get for things that I know are definitely true. This tile must join one of these. If this does this, it definitely can't do that. So this definitely is a line. That's not true. Because something else could go up to there. Couldn't it? Who is going to colour in this? Can't be you, it can't be you. If it's you, it can't go this way. Can't go through that. This just can't be. It simply cannot be dividing the level in half like this. Therefore, it leaves it only being able to be you. Right? Leaves this one again. This one's such a problem. Or this one. I can't see it, and that's really annoying. We can't do this. The only other way to get there is through the middle. And if we do that, we split the whole level in half. And there's no way that these tiles can be filled in by one color. I'm so baffled about how we resolve this. This can't be shared by you, can't be shared by you. You can't go left, or you can't go right then left. So you'd have to go up and over. And that just can't be. I don't see it. Goose has returned. There he is. Oh, this is where we have problems. He's been a real scamp. There's nothing else for me to go on with this. Is what I'm really struggling with. You can't touch that, but you can't do that and leave that alone. So you can't go that way. That's the most real estate you can take. But if we do this, that can take a little more. How do we do this? Without doing this and leaving this. I'm so perplexed by this puzzle. Deeply, deeply baffled. Right. 5's all over. We've been here at least once before. 3 regions is terrifying. All of which cannot consume both sides of a line somewhere. Now, we have lots of dominoes that we can fill of things that must exist. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. Okay, well, this red, while it can take this space, it's probably not going to, but it can't go that way to that red. So there's kind of this region can be taken by one or both of these reds down the line. It's just going to matter who wants to have real estate that exists on the other side of the line. So if this comes out this way, that has to do that because this can't copy the other side of the line. So there's some fuzziness there. Who else has kind of like a lot of this blue? Has to get out through here because it can't get out past this line and it can't go through two reds. It might join this red. In fact, it probably does, but it can't go out anywhere else. So that's all going to go to there. If I had to wager, I would say that's going to happen. And then maybe this, but again, that's fuzzy. This yellow can't go to there, but this might come around here. But what we know is that's going to be one color. This is going to be a different color. This has to get out to at least here. This blue then is going to come to there. It would make sense to have as much of one region on the outside as possible. So like if this was this and that had that has red and yellow. And purple, green and blue. But that traps that in. Come on, what else do we know? This blue could do something like that. This blue has to be picked up by somebody else. You need yellow, red, and green. Oh no, yellow, red, and blue. Oh god, you can't take this blue. You have to take the blue of somebody else. That would be that. Possibly that. And you need what? Blue and yellow. Oh, God. Not going great, is it? I need more definite stuff. What else is even definite here, though? It's the fact that it's just 3 regions. They're going to be 3 probably massive regions, rather than having, like, one very small one confined to the tightest corner I can make. Right, we know this can't get out through there. So this has to come out to here. Has to come out to here. Still needs green, purple, and yellow. Is there ever a reason it can't be this? Or even then, this. Red, yellow, green, purple, blue. We can't have this purple and this blue together, is the problem. Red, yellow, green, purple, blue. That's so annoying. So if this purple... Here's a question, right? Can this purple ever reach this blue? Can't go that way and cut that off. It can't go through that purple. It can't go through the red. We can't go like that and leave this alone. So I think this one has to match with that one somehow in the end. So I think this is our blue glassed purple. I think this has to be our blue glass blue. Which would then end up something like this. Perhaps. Yellow, green, blue. No, wait, we can do that. But this purple can't exist on both sides of this line, which is so tedious. Can I rejig this to get this colored some other way? Well, if I take that purple and that purple, yeah, we can just swap the purples over. Good, I'm glad we got another solve today. Get rid of our ambiguous bit. Right, so there's the 4 I do not understand. And for the 4 other puzzles, 6, 6, 7. Is there one more? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's you down there, a 5. Oh gosh. I actually like the limitations of this puzzle quite a lot. So. Do we start in a corner or where things are very densely populated? It's 90. So it's what, 15? And it's... oh. It's 9 by 10. My brain so badly just wants to start coloring everything in. Right, that can't do that. So there's a big empty space here. But everything must have 1 for a row. So like this tile. Yeah, here's some place to start. All of these tiles must belong to a piece that has a rose in it. So how do we get this to have a rose in it? It can't be this. It could be that, but then that would leave a double rose. So it could be that, but then that would again leave a double rose. So I think it has to be this. Because if it's not, we leave... Oh, well. Well, we left... just for colouring, we now get to this spot where there's nothing that can accommodate that one. So I feel like this is the first one. Then this must be a square that then either goes out this way or this way. Which leaves that having to exist and this unable to exist, which cannot be. Maybe this corner is not the place to be starting. Like this corner sees even more limitation. Can't be that because we can't do this. Can't be that because it doesn't have anything. Can't be this or this. I think the only way we can get these to have colour... No, it can't be that because that does this. This presents a problem because now we have this space that can't reach anything. But it can't be that either. I keep thinking I've found reasonable sounding starts and then getting quickly crushed. Like there's this section here that's like 15 empty tiles that are all going to have to stretch out to somebody. That can't exist, because that shape can't exist. There's got to be some decent bit of logic I'm missing here. Well, this guy can only exist on either that shape, or that shape. And this can't exist, so we can eliminate that one. Goose has got the zoomies. I think we decided it can't be this one. Does that leave you only available then to be this? Is that at all possible? I don't think so, because now how do we make this one true? We can't. Oh god. Nothing works. Just hopeless colouring. Colour it all. Oh, brain! Stop colouring. Find something. There's no way that can do anything else. He's just going absolutely crazy running down the hall. I can just hear his tiny little toenails scraping against the hardwood floors. And by hardwood floors, I mean the floorboards that should have carpet or some other flooring above it, but the previous owners didn't have anything there and we haven't been able to put anything on top of it yet, so it's just bare floorboards. Like, not hardwood floor or anything fancy, just the bare boards. Like, the structural part of the home. Right, that can't do that. And it can't do this. The only way left is this then? Is it not? No, it can't be, because this doesn't get a fit. What is going on? Okay. Start again. It's 15 pieces of the same shape. This guy can only be reached by a 2 long piece, because he can't be part of a 2x2. So he either has to be this, this, or this. So we have path A, path B, and path C. Path C forces that to do this, and then this guy can't ever take a direction. It's too enclosed. It can't be done. So path C is out. Can't do that way, but we can do this way. If we do that, how many other ways could we do this? Well, this would have to be this, right? We've decided. There's no other way this can go. That would have to be this. And then this piece. Oh my god, that one can exist. I just didn't see the line at all. That can't exist, though. Any other way we can do that? Yes. Don't tell me we don't have it now. We absolutely do not have it now, but it's so much closer than anything else that we've gotten so far. Alright, this probably isn't it, because we got here just by colouring, but we did learn that I definitely can do a version of this on A. But it broke down by the time we got late, so let's go back to trying... No, that was a version of B. But we know A can't work because this shape can't exist. So it must be some variant of B, right? This can only exist for that. These can only exist for that. This has to get out this way. This has to get out this way. That can't go that way round. Can go that way round. Can't go this way round. It's just colouring all the way down, isn't it? That would have to do that, which is just no good to me. I'm so lost in the sauce today. Yeah, it must be B. It must be. I just don't know if it's not that, which, again, we've tried it all the ways. You don't get out this way. You don't make anything valid. It must be this. It has to be this. I just have to keep working within other limitations here. This tile can't reach that, so it has to do this. This tile can't reach anything but that, has to do this. Yeah, so this is the correct path out. That is forced to be that. It's where we go from here that is breaking me down. Can't do that. Can do that, but if we do this, this gets nothing. So this is not valid. So it has to be these, I think. If you go up, you go down, you go to the side. This can't work because now this can't get out. In fact, if we know all of this is correct, we know that that must be a 2x2. So it has to go that way. Does it? How does this get out? So this here either has to be this going down, can't be that going down leaving 2, or it has to be the 2 of a piece going up. It can't go this way because the 10 high doesn't divide by like the 1s and 2s going down in that direction. Or something, I don't really know anymore. But, okay, so we were correct up to here. That means this guy can't go down straight 4. Has to be that. That's the only way it can go for him. It's the only way he can exist. Oh no, you could exist that way. No. Because this can't exist afterwards. So that must exist. And that must exist, which forces that into there. How does this get out? That way? Can't be that either. What is going on? I'm sure we've seen this not fit previously. So once again, up to here, it's correct. Oh. Let me find the other half of this puzzle. This must come up to here. And so now we have A and B. If it's A, that must do that. That must do that. This can't get out. So it can't be A, must be B. This is one of the worst attempts at solving a puzzle I feel like I've ever had. Like, some of them I've done so well, so crisply, so cleanly, such following the logic. This is just bad. So now this can either do A or B. It's A. We leave these vacant tiles that can't go anywhere. So it would be B. If that's taking those, this gets left. That would have to do this and this. Oh my god, they're just stuck on top of each other. How did I not see that for so long? I'm so mad at how I solved this puzzle, but we got there. Even if it was through a bunch of bifurcations that were really, really ugly. That leaves us with 4 more to do. Including a 6, a 6, a 7, and a 4 that I just don't understand. This 4 is like, it's harder than that last one we just did. Because that one I could like keep trying things, but this, I just don't get it. And it's so small, it doesn't feel like there's that much variation to it, you know? It's like, who is taking all of these tiles? That's what I don't get at all. Like this guy. The most he can get away with, if they do that, they get this much, and that's it. If they don't go left, then we draw that line in. We block that in. That does do quite a lot, honestly. Oh my god. I mean, maybe there's like some really good fundamental bit of logic to all of that that I was missing, but I'm just grateful we got there after staring it and running our head into a brick wall for a bunch of this episode. Alright, so that leaves us with a 6, a 6, and a 7. Maybe we will try and tackle those next time. For now, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.